as old as this building. Your Majesty, you have the first television to Asante Nation, 1965. At that time, before you watch a television, you have to book an appointment. So that was the television. Your Majesty, at the extreme end, you have the black and white photo there. That is the Asante architecture. Asante started building their own house before colonization. So that is Asante architecture. Your Majesty, we also have this picture. There is the mausoleum. To us, when the king passes, when the king dies, the remains are not buried. The remains are embalmed and kept at a place. That place is sacred. Nobody goes there apart from the king and some few chiefs. The king goes there twice every 42 days. To us, every 42 days represent 1 month. We have a festival called Akwasidai that we celebrate. The king goes there early in the morning, and in the afternoon he sits in state to receive homages from well wishes. Your Majesty, so far we have 16 Asante kings since the formation of Asante Kingdom. The current king is the 16th king. The one before us was the 14th king. Otumfo Osei Ajima Pempe the second. He was king from 1931 to 1970. He was 39 years when he was installed and ruled for another 39 years. So he passed on at age 78 in the year 1970. Your Majesty, that is the sister Nana Ama Sewenya, the 12th queen mother of Asante from 1945 to 1977. Your Majesty, in Asante tradition, anytime we see the Asante Hema or the woman, the queen mother, and the king, they are not husband and wife. They can't marry. They are from the same royal family, blood related. So either mother and son, or a brother, a sister. And Asante, when the king passes, because we practice matrilineal system of inheritance, when the king passes, none of the children of the king qualifies as a king or queen mother. It is either the brother of the late king or the nephew of the late king that qualifies as a king, but not the children of the king. Not the children, Your Majesty. But when it comes to the queen mother, any of the daughters qualifies as a queen mother, any of the sons qualifies as a king because of the matrilineal system of inheritance. Yes. So indirectly or directly, the king marries the wives of the late kings. He provides for them, he caters for them till they pass. And the king marries the family, not the individual. So when the wife even passes, there's a replacement. So currently our king has only one wife, but he has several still wives. He takes care of the wives of the late kings. That is our tradition. Yeah, because the argument is that who else qualifies to marry the king's wife apart from the king? So he is the one who takes care of them when it's not the new one takes care of the wives of the late kings, Your Majesty. Yes. And Your Majesty, we have some crystals and glasses here that were used to serve them. Your Majesty, you'll be asked to pick your own glass, but the glass you picked determine the drink the king offered. Your Majesty, you will not be told. As soon as you pick the big one, you'll be given water. But the small ones will enjoy your champagne, your whiskey, telling you don't be greedy. Your Majesty. Yeah. No, yeah, let me finish here first. Your Majesty, this part of the house was used as a dining room. In our tradition, the king dines alone. In those times, he dines alone. And we have this table and chairs, and I also have this object on the table called a family bowl. The Asante, I showed you Asante architecture. The Asante built the house, the compound house, in such a way that each house could accommodate between 2, 3, 4 families. So during the evening's food, all the men in the same house will enjoy the meal together. Like 4 men in the house, my wife is done, the rest will join me, then we eat. Then all our wives will eat together, then our children will eat together. It was very difficult to poison somebody through food, but we were all eating together. And the concept was, I am because we are. And since we are, therefore I am. So that was how they lived their life. And Your Majesty, one interesting thing was that even at that time, It doesn't matter your age. If you are 30 years, 40 years, 50 years and unmarried, you are still seen as a child. So while the children were eating, you'll be eating with them, telling you that you are of age, get married. So that is how, Your Majesty, we have the fridge still working after 75 years. We've never changed the motto. How, Your Majesty, we have the fridge still working after 75 years. We've never changed the motto, we've never filled the gas, it still works, Your Majesty. Yes.
Was it locally made?
No, Amco 10. It was a gift to the Nana Pempe II by Israeli firm. Israel, yeah. Yeah, wonderful. 1970 till 1999. It was during his time in the year 1995 that this old palace was turned into a palace museum when he was celebrating his 25 years. Your Majesty, we also have the 13th Queen Mother of Asante, Nana Efia-Kobi-Sewampim II, the 13th Queen from 1977 to 2016. 39 years on the throne, she passed on at age 111. Your Majesty, she gave birth to 5 children. 3 of them are late, remaining 2, the firstborn and the lastborn. Now the firstborn is the current Queen Mother and the lastborn is the current king that we are meeting this afternoon, Your Majesty. Your Majesty, Asante and the British were engaged in a series of wars which lasted for 100 years. And one of the wars that Asante will never forget in their lives was fought in the year 1874. That was when the British brought their ammunition and destroyed the entire nation after they had taken our gold, our treasures, that they set the entire city Kumasi ablaze. And there had been several calls to bring the items back, but to no avail. Last 2-3 years, our king was a special guest to King Charles during his coronation. So after the coronation, our king had a meeting with the British Museum, Victoria and Albert Museum, and they decided to bring some of the items back to us, but on loan. On loan. Your Majesty, these are some of the things that they have brought. These are the creativity, the ingenuity of our forebears. Even though no formal education, that was what they were able to create so many years ago. It is exactly 151 years since these items were looted by the British. So, and the age of these items are more than 150 years, because they were being used before they were taken away by the British. So, Your Majesty, these are some of the items that were looted by the British, but they are here on loan. So these are some of the items that were taken away. They are all pure gold. And Your Majesty, I want to talk about one particular item that to the British, they thought by taking this sword, this is the sword in Pomposo sword. It's a special sword that every Asante chief uses to swear the oath of office before that chief, that person is accepted as a chief. So the reason they took this one away was that they wanted to deny us of our chieftaincy institution. But they didn't know that the creation of this sword is innate. So when they took this one away, we were able to create another one. That's why we have kept the institution thus far. So that is the Pomposo sword, very powerful sword that legitimizes somebody to become a chief or Asante king. So that is it. So these 4 showcases, the 3 items here, this one, the first one, they are all from the UK on loan. Your Majesty, this one from the US. From the US. To them, they can't keep anything that do not belong to them. So they have brought this one to us for good. So these items are here for good. Downstairs, I told you, one of the Asante kings was arrested to Sh0cks for 28 years. Your Majesty, that is him, Otumfo Ajumaprempe the First. He was 18 years in the year 1888 when he became a king, the king of Asante. But at age 26, in the year 1886, he was arrested by the British to one of our towns in the central region, Edna Castle. Your Majesty, imagine the entire UK fighting a 26-year-old boy. a 26-year-old man. She was only 26. He was only 26 years when the British came with all their accoutrements, the ammunitions to arrest him to Seychelles for 28 years. And Your Majesty,
What was the reason?
the reason, up to now, we are still waiting for the reason they took our king away. Because per the records, Africa had been petitioned by the Westerners, and this place was supposed to be taken over by the British. But they came, they realized that Asante